Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to In the Office with Scott and Wallace. I'm Robert Scott. This is my law partner, Clint Wallace. And as is tradition at this point, we're here with you for a few minutes every Tuesday at 2 p.m. As a housekeeping matter, I wanted to give a shout out to one of our outstanding pre-suit legal assistants, Rachel. She got engaged recently, and she seems to be thrilled, so we're thrilled for her. And that's always fun to make a big decision like that. I know they're going to be very happy together. So I'm not going to mention your fiance, Rachel. You can mention on the feed if you want to, but I'm trying to protect his privacy. But anyway, today we're going to talk a little bit about the timing of hiring a personal injury attorney, maybe some reasons that you want to hire a personal injury attorney. We've kind of learned that maybe it's not as common sense as maybe we think. Sure. And the immediate benefit of having a personal injury attorney is not immediately known to a member of the public who maybe has never gone through the process before. So with that, I'll flip it over to you, Clint, and you can kind of start us off in the conversation.
Sure. Well, there's several reasons. Perhaps one of the most important is the preservation of evidence. Whenever an accident happens, there's evidence that we want to document. Witnesses that are out there, witnesses, if we don't get a hold of them quickly, some of them move away, memories fade. Physical evidence at an accident scene, especially for more serious accidents, we want to make sure that we can get pictures of the tire marks on the road, any debris, because all that could come into play later to help improve the value of your case. Insurance companies are out there immediately after accidents, so we want to have our opportunity to have our investigator out there so that level the playing field and make sure if there's information out there that can help the value of your case, that we secure that.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many rear-end car accidents, once we begin our investigation, we find out that the person who did the rear-ending is claiming that the injured person suddenly stopped or pulled out from a side street or something, and there's actually a dispute that maybe the person didn't realize according to the police report, or it wasn't noted on the police report. One of the big things I think people don't realize is the police report is not admissible at trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why is it not admissible?
Because the police officer doesn't witness the accident 99% of the time. I know that we've had cases where a police officer happened to be in the area at the time, and certainly he would be able to testify, he or she would be able to testify as to what they observed. They'd just be another witness. Sure. But a police officer can't come in and offer any type of expert testimony, absent certain exceptions, like someone's a traffic homicide investigator or something, which we'll save that for another day. But so there's something called the accident report privilege. There's actually a statute that requires people that have been involved in an accident to offer truthful testimony to the investigating officer, and all of that is privileged. None of that comes into trial. The police report doesn't come into trial. The officer, as I said, can't come in and talk about who's at fault, who's not at fault, and actually what is disclosed to the officer is not able to come into trial. So
don't just assume that the accident report is evidence that'll prove your case for you.
Exactly. And so
how about surveillance footage? That's a big one that we get a lot of times with both accidents that are on an intersection where there may be a commercial business with cameras pointed at an intersection, or if you have some type of like a trip and fall or slip and fall inside a store. Accident footage, a lot of people may not recognize that these companies don't keep the surveillance footage forever. And we see, we've ordered it before within the first few days, and the company says, I'm glad you asked for that because we only keep it for 7 days.
Yeah, so what can your attorney do?
Yeah.
What kind of letter can they send?
A spoliation of evidence or preservation of evidence letter.
Right.
And that mandates that whoever has whatever evidence they have, that they keep it, preserve it for you, and if they don't do that, then there can be penalties for them for not doing that.
Right, and so, you probably hear the term statute of limitations, and what a statute of limitation is there's a certain time period, again, set by statute, that you have to bring a claim. For a standard automobile negligence case, it's 4 years in Florida and it's 2 years in Georgia.
Right.
But that's not what you want. You don't want to wait for 3 years and 11 months to bring your claim. And in a Florida automobile accident case, as we're kind of hitting on, there's a lot of reasons we want to be on the ground doing the legwork, beginning the investigation immediately.
Sure. But in addition to the ways that we're trying to maximize the value of your case, there's also some things that just help you out. Like if you're in an accident and your car's damaged and you don't have a car to be able to drive to work, we've got to be able to get around, so we help get you into a rental car. Things like that just make life easier after an accident.
Exactly. And that is something we do at our firm. I've heard from clients who've come and hired us, and maybe have interviewed or talked to other lawyers as well, that lawyers will say we won't help with that. Well, just Scott and Wallace we do. So that's That's important. You need your vehicle to get back to work, assuming you're able after an accident. Even if you have suffered an injury, you need to be able to get to your treatments.
Sure.
And so we understand how important that is. And not having transportation is a big deal for most people.
Sure. And so we do calls in the hospital or at home. And so if you're thinking, I'll just wait and deal with this next week, don't do that. Give us a call, because there may be evidence that we can go ahead and secure to increase the value of your case.
We've talked about the tough guy, the tough girl that wants to, wait maybe a couple, 3-4 weeks to see how they feel before getting medical treatment. Don't want to do that. Florida, we talk about no fault law on this segment. You got 14 days to get in and get treatment and get it documented, or else you could lose access to your personal injury protection, your PIP. So, getting that claim set up, getting that, opening that door so that you can get treatment as you need to for your injury after a car accident. Another reason you might want to seek out representation of a person.
And so your medical bills don't go to collections.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are a few things. Any comments or anything so far?
Hey, you got people watching, but no comments so far, no questions.
All right, okay. Well, if you're watching out there and saying, I wonder if I should call an attorney now, hopefully this information will help guide you in that decision. The answer is yes, and as quickly as possible after whatever incident you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
And you can also let them know that we're covering this on our social series this week, so going to be in detail, so,
Okay.
yeah, if they can hear me.
I think they can. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Tuesday. If you have any questions, call us, Facebook us, email us, text us, and we're happy to answer anything that you have. And if not, then we'll see you on Facebook later.
And congrats again to Rachel.
Congrats, Rachel.